Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I ran into a small dilemma. Let me explain that dilemma first before I get on any further, okay? That dilemma is that I filmed a whole bunch of stuff. Then trying to filter all those videos I made, like sometimes I got bored and I just said, okay, I did a whole bunch of unboxing videos for figures. And I looked around, I was like, because like I looked over and said, you know what, trash day is coming up. Why don't I do this now? And all of a sudden 10 figures later, I'm like, oh my gosh, I got 10 videos. What am I gonna do with them? Okay, let's say if I throw one a week on the channel, okay, that'd be great. Then what if something comes up and I want to talk about that? Okay, then I got to rearrange stuff. And that's what happened. This past week was a very good week for me. Not work-wise, but it was a pretty good, decent week. Let's just say I worked a lot and I was very, very exhausted. This is the weekend right now, and it's called Labor Day weekend. It's a holiday for us, so that means on Monday I have a day off. And then Tuesday, hitting right back to the grind. Wednesday, I got physical therapy, and then I got a doctor's appointment in the afternoon. I just realized, oh, I got to take the whole day off now. But other than that, everything's going pretty well. I mean, hopefully you guys are having a very good week, having a better weekend. I just bought a 6-pack today, and I got it sitting in the fridge. So later on tonight, I'll be cracking some of them open. And I tell you the truth, this is probably the first time I drank in technically, I would say, a month. And I'll explain that. Well, let me explain it now. A month ago, Hulk Hogan, if you know who Hulk Hogan is, then you know why I'm saying, you'll understand this. He came to town because he has a beer he's promoting. And I'm like, oh wow. So my friend, he was like, hey, you know what? Hey, we're gonna see Hulk Hogan, right? I'm like, dude, I can't get off of work. I can't get off of work to do that. Man. I said, tell you what, just go with your son. Have fun. He goes, but I said, dude, just have fun with your son. Don't worry. And he goes, okay. See, the problem is, now here's the funny thing is, there's a little caveat. He likes getting action figures signed. He likes getting signed for action figures. He doesn't like autographed pictures or anything like that. You know, taking a picture with a celebrity is fine, but he likes to autograph something. And of course, they wouldn't let him autograph anything. It's just like, you can't autograph anything. So what happened was, so he bought 3 cases, 3 12-packs. Hulk Hogan signed every single one of them. And said, here's your 12-pack of Hulk Hogan signed beer. I'm like, oh, okay. You know where that 12-pack of beer is? It's still sitting in my car. I haven't had the heart to take it out of my car yet. Even though it was like 90+ degrees outside for a little bit and 50 for a while, but you know, it is what it is. So last month, he had him chilling on ice, so he says, okay, cool, you gonna come over, we're gonna watch some wrestling, we'll try out the beer. And I'm like, it tastes like Budweiser. I was like, okay, it tastes like Budweiser, no big deal. But I'm gonna get some beer. I got some beer, chilling in the fridge. Tonight I'm gonna crack a couple of them. Right now, it's the Bash at Berlin WWE. But I had to, you know, when I got up this morning, I trying to cut my lawn, try to get some stuff taken care of, pick up my books, because you know this is a 3 to 4 hour deal, and I was like, I don't feel like coming later. So I said I could watch it later, crack open a beer and watch it later. So that's one thing. I filmed a whole bunch of things, and my foot is about to have a cramp. Beer, hold on a second. I don't understand why my foot is cramping up, but it is what it is, and I guess it's part of getting old. Yeah, the pain is unbearable. But I'm in the middle of filming this thing, so I don't feel like stopping. And so, without further ado, you know what? The pain's about to, and the thing is, the pain happens for a hot second, and it subsides in a while. So, here's the thing. While that's doing that, let's talk about what I bought this weekend. First thing is the Marvel 85th Anniversary Special. This is the Andrew Carr cover, and it's kind of amazing that Marvel has been around for 85 years. That means it was in 30 years when I was born. It was around 30 years when I was born. That's awesome. That's awesome. Very awesome. Can't wait to read that. Next we got Scorch 32. Still liking it. Kingspawn 37. Not liking it as much. I kind of want to drop it, but it's $2.99. See, it's still $2.99. That is the cheapest comic out there today. So how can I, why should, I mean, while Marvel and DC jacked their stuff up to $4, almost $5, Todd McFarlane got it for this. Man, I tell you. Sometimes the stories for Spawn and stuff is not the best, but hey, $2.99 is a good deal, right? We got NYX #2. #1 was interesting, so I want to collect the first 5 issues of this. Let's see how that's going to turn out. One of the videos I'm going to put out soon, I always talked about the flood. The flood. Long story short, I was overseas. My comics were at my dad's house. He had his basement flooded, destroyed 80% of my whole comic book collection. Stuff that I was collecting from the 70s to like the 90s at that time. And this was that was in the mid 90s. Okay, so it took me a while to get back everything I had before. And I'll tell you, I don't have all the comics that I had before. I didn't bother trying to get them, but a lot of the big stuff that I use, big comics, gone. Never got them back. But anyway, and I did 2 videos on that, in which I showed you some of the books that survived me. Only reason why they survived because they was in my dad's attic instead of my basement, my dad's basement. So these 2 videos are gonna come up very soon. Okay, we got Aliens vs. Avengers #1. The reason why I'm laughing is because I have no idea how to handle my thoughts on this. Haven't read it yet. How to handle my thoughts about it. Now, a lot of us, we love, you watch the Alien franchise, you know about the aliens and everything else. How, I guess I just have to read it to figure this out, because you know how aliens are. You know how the alien xenomorphs are, right? Now you got the Avengers. Something don't add up. Okay. We got Amazing Spider-Man issue 950. I'm sorry. 56. Issue 56. Legacy 950. If Marvel quit relaunching books, it could have been a true 950. Could you imagine this being an actual Amazing Spider-Man 950? See? Number 56. Because they keep relaunching it. Quit relaunching it. I get what you're trying to say. Yay, but guess what? It don't hit the impact don't hit as much. But you got Tombstone on here, which is cool. Love Tombstone. We got X-Men #3. Low key, I'm liking this new X-Men. I am liking it. Jed MacKay, he was writing Moon Knight. Love that Moon Knight series, and he's doing pretty good. Plus with Ryan Stegman on the ink, on the pencils, this is a good comic so far. Can't wait till the sequels. Now, here's X-Force number 2. I just read X-Force number 1, and I was like, okay. I see where they're kind of going with this, but let's keep this going. Let me read this for about, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? Let me keep this up until it has Legacy 300, because this is 292. Legacy 292. So let me go to Legacy 300 to see how that turns out. Next we got Deadpool Team Up variant cover. I like this cover. Now I have not seen the movie yet. I do plan on seeing it this weekend. Hopefully tomorrow. Or Monday. Hopefully. And here's Deadpool Team Up the Liefeld cover. Look at that Chris Star on the cover. Chris Star, baby. Nice. Nice. Now this is a cool one. The 40th Anniversary Transformers number 1. Variant cover. Skybound has a license for it, and it's kind of amazing how Skybound has a license to Transformers, but they reprinted a Marvel comic. This is the actual Marvel comic from back in the day, in which I think I still have it. I think I still have the limited issues. Foreshadowing, maybe? Or did I forget? I don't know. And this is the original version of it. Transformers, more than meets the eye. Oh, man, God, when I was younger, I was loving this. Especially the movie, which hit 35 years. Last but not least, the last comic is Gunslinger Spawn. In my opinion, the best Spawn comic book out today. You know what? Is that it? No, it's not it. That's it for the comic books. Oh, my eyes are dry. You know what? When you started experiencing dry eyes, and plus you have allergies, and you know the weather is killing me. I'm like, I gotta put some eye drops in it, and I'll do that pretty soon after this. I talked to you about the G.I. Joe role-playing game, and I bought a supplement, The Quartermaster's Guide to Gear. So, now the hilarious part, I still haven't yet to read the rule book. Still have yet to read it. And I even bought the basic game too, which I still have yet to read it, but that's fine. I will soon. I will soon. But anyway, it's kind of neat. All right. Back in the day, there was a video game system called Nintendo. Okay. Yeah. Most of you probably heard of the GameCube because that's where you were brought up, or the Nintendo Wii, I think it's called. I don't know. I haven't had a Nintendo in 30-some years. I think the last Nintendo we had was Super Nintendo, Super NES. I think that was the last one I ever had. Other than that, I've been getting Sega Genesis, which was a cool system in itself. And, of course, when PlayStation came out, that was my bread and butter, as you call it. There was this one video game that was very awesome. It was a very awesome franchise. It became so popular, they even made a TV show out of it back in the day. And now, when I heard about this last year, I said, oh my gosh, I got to at least get one of these figures. You want to know what it is? Well, I'm going to show it to you. Mega Man. One of the most recognizable franchises of Nintendo history, and one of the most hardest games ever to play. This game made my blood boil during my teens and early 20s, because this was, I mean, oh my gosh, even the game guides didn't really help too much. See, like that pixelation right there? That's how it used to look back in the day. Mega Man on top, Mega Man right here. And the thing is they're releasing some of the villains, which I haven't seen them yet, but that's fine. But you know, hey. Plus, another thing is, look at the price. The comic book store didn't mark it up. They didn't mark it up. I'm amazed. I was like, oh wow. He looked at it and said, yeah, for the price. I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, did you make a mistake? I was in there with this, I bought one today. He had this out for about a couple weeks, but I had bought other things because that took more priority, which I should be doing a video unboxing of that soon. I keep saying I will, but haven't done it yet because I'm too lazy doing other things. And he goes, yeah, for the price. I was like, and I'm thinking to myself, I think you made a mistake, bro. But then again, I have not seen these at Target or Walmart, so hey, it is what it is. So, there's one other thing, and this one is a beast. This one is a beast. This one is a beast. Now, what is it? Well, earlier this year, they released a G.I. Joe Classified Vamp. It was a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. And the thing is, that sold out within 25 minutes. So premium members got a hold of it and just ramrodded. So when they said that this is going to come out, it's not going to have a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. But, so, 120. As you can see, this thing is kind of big. You might have saw what it looked. You might have saw what it was, because I'm kind of silly that way. You can get this in Amazon, but the thing is, one of my toy stores that I went to today, I said they had a bunch of new wrestling figures. I was happy to try to get it, and they sold out of every single one of them. So I bought this instead. Without further ado, the Cobra Stinger. Yes, this is a bet. I know there's people out there on in the community who bought 5 to 6 of these. Now think about it. This is $100. This vehicle is $100. So if you bought 3 to 4 of them, that means you spent $300 to $400 on this bad boy. Now, some of them, what they call army build, and some of them did. I saw the pictures. But for me, I'm like, maybe 2 would be awesome, because I don't have that many vehicles. And this with the back, this is what all comes with it. Now, here's the problem. I would love to do an unboxing of this. I would love to. But if I do, I'm going to have to put this, but when I do, I have to put this bad boy out very quickly. Not because of all the other YouTubers and stuff like that. It's just because I don't want this thing sitting around a while. So, without further ado, that's it for this week. Oh my gosh. You know, I'm in a certain mood to where I should tackle part of the backyard, but the other battery is not charged up yet, so I'm probably wait for like another hour, even though it's gonna get hotter, because it's hot enough as it is. And when you don't have air conditioning, you probably hear the fan in the background. But that's the way how it is. But you know, anyway, well, thanks very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and guess what? I will see you in the near future.